You also lucky she didn't quick charge? Could be. There's a welfare component, chat. The elemental of fire, we've confirmed it dissipate. We're retrieving the magical energy. Well. Well. A fortunate start, I suppose. Congratulations. Is it time for you to be high on your horses? We've destroyed your little plan of yours. Hurry up and show yourself already. What? Oh, yes. I suppose I didn't give you the surprise. You really think that this was a one-time Andy, was it? What? No. Kadok, remember what he specifically stated. He did specifically said girls. I see. You're right. He did mention that. The fact that he added fire attributes to this thing. An element. Meaning that the Elementals has multiple copies. Indeed. One could even say the game has officially just started. You could even say that the elements, aka the fragmentation of a husk, they are all essentially a presidential singularity that is at its supreme peak of destructive weapon sequence. Once activated, and when activated, it would cause a distortion and differentiations in whether it's weight or something else, and it would problematically cause humanity's proper human history's cogwheels to disrupt. The true foreign god. You all that is leading or walking towards the true foreign god of Carudeus. これを放置すること。What? 起動した時点で重力変化を起こし、凡人類の歯車を狂わせていくんだ。真のカルデアス、真の異世界の神、The true foreigner god、カルデアスを目指す者たちは、これを放置することはできません。Oh, interesting. It says, aka you all who aims truly for the real foreign god, aka Carudeus, which is Marasberi, you can't leave these laying about. And in technicality, congratulations on your first victory. I must say so myself. You all won it. To be honest, to me, that is an excellent result sequence that I've seen. After all, in this game of charade that I've concocted just for you all, I did put a little hobby of mine implemented into it. The first, 1体目は庶民のインパクトとそれなりの現状。It says, yeah, the first is just a beginning in visual impact and making sure that the difficulty is so. The second one. The second one? Wait, 2体目には十分な戦闘準備をした体を上回る鬼気さを。It says the second one will be battle prepped and ready to go that will outweigh even the gruesomest Karude. The third one will destroy all mannerism and sequences, and it's going to be an out-pressuring. Yeah, outpressuring damage, aka it's gonna break our patterns, it'll break our normal mannerism. We have to read, we have to counter react to the counter reacting. It is a um, oppressive assault. And last but the least, fourth one. Even I can't predict the last one. I'm going to adjust it so it is impossible to conquer or even clear. So I hope sincerely you wait from the bottom of your hearts for these other ventures. So if you'll excuse me, we dead apostles. Oh, we apostles? Oh, he's an apostle. He's not dead, but he's an apostle. Yeah, it's either Roa or fucking Oberon. Could it be Sherlock Alter? It could be Sherlock Alter. It could also be Dante, right? AKA Roa in County Cristo. The reason why I say Roa is because inside of the Monte Cristo, it's Roa that's in control. So I can definitely see the other guy be definitely which one? Fuck Roa. It's definitely gonna be Roa. It's not gonna be Roa, right? Because the Roa that we know is already confirmed, right? So what it is that it's gonna be the Count of Monte Cristo. It really is. But at the same time, the inside is not the Count of Monte Cristo. I don't think so. It's not Roa because Roa ain't an alchemist. I mean, sure. That could definitely be a possibility. Hey, yo. Give me 1 second here. It ain't wrong. Oh, son of a bitch! I can't find what's his name. It takes 5 million years to find a person, you know. Shit. It was what's thank God. I know Guiki, I'll fucking find Yeah, it's gonna be Roa, dude. It's Roa. It's technically Caris Ostoro, right? It's technically Caristo Ostoro, but inside of Caristo Ostoro is Roa. Just due to the fact that Roa is just such a fucking perfectionist, and the quote-unquote, there is a theory going on of the curse of the king of the curse of the Juso, right? And then the king of the Tarantara, I think it was Tantera. Yeah, I think it was Tarantera. Yeah, Tarantera specifically says, my 7th generation, what I've gotten was the curse of the king, right? The Juso of the king. The fact that this count is such a fucking clean antics, right? The boy is so like perfectionist, right? It's just what a waste, right? Even the fragmented divinity, he's collecting that shit and he's just like, what a waste, right? That's a shame. I will make this back together. Or it could actually be the big brain, the real Thomas Edison. It's a mixture of Thomas Edison and somebody else mixed together. Due to the fact that this character specifically points to Olga Murray as an invention, right? Specifically points out that she is a machine, only a game, only a tool, only an invention that it created for a mere not entertainment, but his hobby is, specifically written in there. And it really just depends on how twist and shit goes, right? Because the voice line that is just saying that waste is not a good thing. It's so wasteful to see this shit. It's such a Roa line. Because Roa is a perfectionist. Roa is a completionist. Roa sees everything and says, hey, this could be better. And I believe he's one of the people who sees Ciel in her complete form and goes, shame, I could make you better. Or, there's a lot of flaws, my dear girl, right? She has such a potential, but it's just ruined. I think it's one of his victory lines when you beat her with Roa. So the reason why I say it's Roa, technically it's not Roa, right? The body is gonna be Caris Orostro, right? AKA the Count. But inside Caristra Orostro is Roa. It's the one that I wouldn't say it's the timeline that defeated Monte Cristo, but at the same time, like anything goes at this point, right? Like the twist of space and twist of timelines and fluctuation is way fucking above comprehension to the point where anything is possible, right? And if it's an apostle, sure, it could be a Holmes, right? It could be Holmes. Or it could be Seimei. You want a meme? It's Seimei. Kappa. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm saying that it's Roa, though. Right? It's a Callistro Roa. It's a mixture of two. It's a quote-unquote... it's the reason why I also say this is backed up by Ordeal Call Part 1, right? Paper Moon, right? This fucking... the fragmentation possibility is now there, right? So... it's just so possible that Olga Murray is now fragmented, at least, right? At least her part of her divinity is. So I won't just be surprised where like every single fucking divinity that can be fragmented will just come back to haunt us, right? And this specifically alchemist slash mechanicist slash person just kind of collecting the divinity to create this perfection out of scrap is definitely some alchemist perfectionist. So it's a mixture personality between Roa and Carastroso put in together. Whether there's another one inside of it is unknown. However, fun fact, we haven't gotten an alter ego rate up for a very long time. Almost as if they're anticipating an alter ego as a new 5-star servant. But it is what it is. I just am feeling that like a lot of people are thinking one way, right? But to me, all the people that we've seen in all the people that we're going to see in Ordeal Call are going to be mixed. It's either going to be mixed, fragmented, or just together, right? Because if you want a crazy theory, I think the next Dante looking ass Callistro motherfucker is a count. And at the same time, I think he's B6. I think he's B6G. At least a portion of Beast. Just due to the fact that it could be 5 too. It's either 5 or 6. I don't know which one it'll be. I'm kind of excited to see which direction we're gonna go. Are we gonna fight 3 more Olgas? Didn't we kill her enough? We don't know. A lot of basic speculation will definitely be like, yeah, we're gonna fight 3 more Olgas. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we're probably not going to fight all 3 Olgas. I think it's gonna be like Olga. I think it's gonna be like It's another divinity that wasted its fucking effort. Who wasted their fucking effort? Because the thing is, they're using this to attack us mentally. And at the same time, anything that's stored Olga's remnants or anything like super divine, right? Like, so like I'm gonna mention right now ORT. ORT's gonna low-key get reconfigured for sure. That's one of them that you can definitely prepare yourself for. The other ones, I don't know. It really just depends if Melisande escaped or if Melisande was able to leave behind a fragment of herself in the singularities or in a specific dimension. Oberon could work too, so he can get his ass being pulled. At the same time, Dante's definitely is a problem. Abigail's definitely a problem, because remember, Dante's and Abigail's are technically inside of our heads. Not really inside, but they're technically our firewall. And in the summer event, we definitely now know that Oberon is the firewall for physical. So we now have a physical firewall, mental firewall, and spiritual firewall. Is it Super Orion? It could be. It could be, yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be, could be, but just think about it, right? Just think about it. Fragmented divinities are definitely gonna play a role. Alter egos is gonna get I wouldn't say it's gonna get explored. I think it's gonna get played a lot. I think now that Ordeal Call Paper Moon explained what an alter ego is in FGO format, I think they're going to use more of that structural explanation to start bringing out fragmented divinities. Aware trusting Mothman for safety? Well, it's not really, but really, right? Like, they're just their firewall for us, in a way, right? Because, if you've noticed, Oberon definitely helped us out when we're feeling a little sluggish, a little tired. He was kind of always there when we're physically tired. So yeah, it says, we apostles definitely are very concise. Minna o tsukare. というわけで、日の elements. So it says, whew. Good work, everybody. And with that said, the elemental of fire, I suppose. Yeah, aka a living weapon, right? A living soldier weapon of Olga Murray's left behind magical energy has been defeated. Yeah, the gravitational changes and fluctuations are becoming minimal as we speak. I believe that Olympus land will disappear soon. Yeah, Olympus wannabe land. But we can't we can't let our guard down. The Count specifically said that there are multiples ready, and that's the truth that we have to deal with. So, I think, right? I genuinely think there is now a quote unquote foreigner gods apostle, and then now there is a foreign star apostle, aka the true foreigner gods apostle, which is essentially the apostle 2.0. So I think we're gonna see more than just those three that we've seen, or it's actually the opposite, that those three have like 2 to 3 people inside of each other, right? To create this perfect chaos that's incompletely perfect, if you get what I mean. Alien gods are striking back. If you read the story, you'll understand the way I'm saying it. Because the difference, the way I'm explaining things, you have to know the story to find out. But yeah, just in technicality, just think of it as a possible apostle of the true foreigner gods 2.0. Because of the apostle of the foreigner gods were Olga Murray's. But the true apostles of the true foreigner gods are probably going to show up soon. Which is technically one of them is Count. Because I believe the Count is technically the property of the old 1.0. But I think it got mixed with a 2.0. Who knows? Right. Well, and it'll get complicated and all that shit because, you know, all that jazz. Because interestingly enough, Da Vinci specifically says, because a lot of people are, like, there's so many misleads. It always gets complicated. Yeah, because there's so many misleads that we need to find out, right? Because there are multiple misleads that you need to figure out. Because A, in technicality, there are 2 foreigner gods, okay? There are 2. One is the true one, and one is Olga Murray, okay? That is an important factor that people need to realize. There are 2 foreigner gods. So if one foreigner god had apostles, right? Apostles of the foreigner god, I won't be surprised if there is the apostles of the true foreigner god. Right? So, it's funny because I think it's a little bit of misdirection and mislead, where this Count might not be the Olga Murray's Count that everybody's kind of inching on, I bet. Because, in technicality, there might be 14 apostles, but it's separated by 2 people. 7 to 7. Right? And one of them is 7 of them, exactly the way it is. And then the other one is technically the 2.0 of the same 7 people, upgraded, mixed, or versatile, right? AKA perfected. So, I genuinely think there's some fucketry at hand, in my honest opinion, with you, chat. I think there's two apostles. I believe there's 2 apostles, and I think they're giving us a mislead on purpose. I think so. But anywho. It says, anywho, the Count itself is a new foreign god's apostle. We definitely going to be fighting him, and he's not on our side for certain. It says, just prepare yourself that it's probably gonna come to annoy our operation and bring the elements once again. It's a very powerful enemy, but unfortunately we can't dodge or ignore it. And besides, if E. Olga Murray becomes a singularity, if we were to leave it alone, the quote-unquote foundation of humanity will shatter. Dots. She's exactly right. No matter what kind of enemy that shows up, no matter shape, size, and form, understand that it's a battle that we can't dodge or cannot run away from. From here on out, I'm going to tell all the borders, I'm going to tell all the storm borders, research facilities, and functionality to increase its range. And change in differentiations and calculations, and versatility in different readings. A stat. Ordeal call is a grandeur of the operation, correct? どこまでするのか、なぜかと思うだろう。オルディールコールという一斉重視。It says, during our ordeal operation, one of the biggest in the world. Why would it go like this? Why? Why would you think that? But you don't have to think. The reason is obvious. Because it is the Karudea's honors problem. Kari ni mo Zen Sokuri-san ga Chikyū Hakai Seiken no Hannin ni natte miro. It says, for instance, for an example, imagine if the previous director, wannabe or look-alike, becomes the culprit of the Earth-shattering incident. The Earth destruction / shattering incident. My goodness. I have nowhere to stand. I have nowhere to stand. I have no way to recover from this. And then another crime called association by title might come into degree. With that said, I need you all to work hard as you can and tackle it to your best will. This is all for the sake of me able to go back and get a job back at my clock tower again. Well, I suppose it might be a secondary option, but by doing this, it might lead to Olga Animosphere's honor to be protected and intact as well. All I need you, and don't worry, I just need you all to fight as best as you can. And even if, Olga Murray's dead spirits were to arrive, she'll definitely arrive at my pillow step in the first place. I'll make sure to complain right in front of her when she arrives. Understood. But when that time comes, please do call us immediately. It's funny because it's a really nice setup because this is they can play this out a lot. They specifically saying that there is a quote unquote fragmented body without a soul. Technically, chat, you only need 2 out of 3 things to create a body. Because if you have 2 out of 3 things, the last one automatically generates. Whether it's an AI, whether it's a necessity, or whether it's just natural phenomena. Because personalities, right, aka soul, or aka anything, all comes back in natural order as long as 2 out of 3 things arrives, right? So if you have a body and mind, if the body and mind lives long enough, it'll develop a soul. If the soul and the body exist, give it enough time and the mind consciousness will pop out. If you have a mind and a soul, it's a little more complicated because there is no vessel, aka a physical body. But if you can find a containment, as long as there is a vessel that you can latch onto, or kind of have like a jar or like a container to keep yourself in, once there is a room for a vessel or a room for a place to insert yourself in, then you can recover, right? And the funny part is that Gordoff, right? Gordoff low-key foreshadowed this, right? Because Gordoff is talking shit and says, if Olga Murray hates me, if there is a dead spirit of Olga Murray, she's gonna come to my bedside first, right? To curse him, right? There's one person that a lot of the chats have forgotten about, and that's the priestess of the foreign god. And priestess of the foreign god, we don't know who she is. All we know that is she looks like one, but at 5.2 she acted like that, right? She acted like Olga. She acted like a character that we know so familiar, insulting and belittling us to not go forward. It's definitely a pre-context of just a build-up, right? It'd be like, we got all of the pieces. We've got a vessel. How, like, what are we gonna do now, right? And then at one point and one time, we're gonna find the mind or the soul and be like, isn't this Olga? And by inserting this person into this empty vessel, you're gonna create something from nothing, which is very awesome because the quote unquote, right? The quote unquote famous quote that has been said in the trailer of the season 1, right? Season 2, excuse me. Season 2 Solemn trailer. You guys remember what Solemn said and then somebody else spoke afterwards? The Cosmos and the Lost Belt trailer. I know a lot of people forgotten about it, but I have it right here. Don't you fucking worry, right? This shit NA, right? After the incineration of humanity. Listen, up top, pay attention. It says, honestly, the cosmos has a bad habit of always trying to fill the emptiness with something. This prophecy is gonna get fulfilled with these. These elemental pieces, once the elemental pieces gets retrieved, it's going to complete this shenanigans, which is awesome. Because it's gonna create something from nothing. Because we're going to collect a fragmented shard of a divine body, right? AKA the corpses, right, of an empty vessel, and we're going to use it to create something. Oh shit, goddamn, what's going on here? All my missions are being cleared out. Are we gonna get Olga Gacha? Actually, ironically, I don't think so. I think we're gonna get our 5-star welfare. I think Olga Murray might actually be our 5-star welfare. A lot of people think that it's Gacha. I think that they're gonna treat it as a Draco in Arcade. You know how Draco was a 5-star alter ego in arcade. I think Olga is going to be our 5-star. Whether it's a beast or a alter ego, we don't know. Most likely alter ego. But yeah, I genuinely think she's gonna be our first 5-star welfare that we're gonna get in FGO Ordeal. Didn't Abby predict the Lost Belts in her interlude though? Yes. I don't know about interlude. I can't remember exactly, but if you played Chimocha, Adoman specifically talk about that singularities are now created for proto Lost Belt experiment is completed. Simultaneously, he created a Lost Belt, and from Lost Belt, he created a singularity, vice versa. At the same time, there's the quote-unquote Enkidu alter possibility that if you've played Enkidu's interlude, you'll know right away that aka the new foreign god is going to create a Enkidu-like character that's not Enkidu because, you know, new Earth equals new Guardian. It's collect 4 Dragon Balls to get Olga. Yeah, and the funny part is, right, it's the 4 elements, right? It's the fire, and you saw the colors, right? It was fire, wind, water, earth. Earth, but you get what I mean. These are important components to the characters that we've been getting, right? The quote-unquote Zufu, quote-unquote, your old man, what's his face? Chokaku, right? Chokaku, the caster with a yellow turban, right? And now we're getting more information about Musashi and the Samurai Remnant. All these guys have in common is the 5 elements, right? It's the 5 elements of the 5 elements of the symbols, which is the spectrum of fire, fire, earth, water, earth, and shit. What was it? It's 5 elements. 5 elemental symbols. It's symbols of power. I can't remember. It's the Chinese shit. I can't remember, chat. It's the Gogyo Shoku, where Puchachi uses her Noble Phantasm. You saw all her colors in the back, right? For both Saber and Berserker. That's exactly it. That is to create the something from nothing. That is the key component of 6 realms, 5 rings, right? The Book of 5 Rings, written by Musashi, just before her death, detailing techniques she had mastered in life. Yeah, the 5 books of Earth, Water, Wind, and Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Void, right? And we only see Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind, because the 5th one is always empty. It's the Void. It's the 0. It's the blank. It's the unknown. It's the one that you'll get to once you find everything, because it's the concept of emptiness. It's the contrast to everything else. It's the final book. Right? It's the Godai. In Chinese word, it'll be Mahabhuta, which is the Indian Buddhist concept of the elements. The terms of Wujing, the 5 agents, right? The 5 phases. We just got fire. We're probably gonna get earth if we're gonna do it in order. It's gonna be earth, if not metal, which is Jin, which is air, which is void. So it really just depends on which thing that we're gonna go for. because we can go for the classic Greek philosophy to go Ignis, Kali, Affair, Havanides, Frigantius, Tarata, and Sicantatus. I know I'm fucking it all up, but it's the Greek philosophical common elements too. It's essentially, it revolves around the 4 elements, right? It's the igneous, the air, aqua, and terra. Egypt used this shit. Greece used this shit. It's the very important concept to quote unquote explain the nature and complexity of all matters in terms of simple substance, aka alchemist shit, right? AKA alchemist shit, aka magic, aka creating something from nothing. But it's funny because the only way to create something from nothing is through using the ether, right? AKA the air, right? The nothing, the void. In FGO terms, definitely going to be the void. So you're saying that it's empty our bank accounts after pulling? Oh, don't worry, right? Like I genuinely think you're gonna get 5-star Olga, but I think you're gonna get more than one Olga, right? I think they're gonna milk the shit out of Olga in so many different ways. It's gonna be ridiculous. So I hope you're prepared, right? Like you're gonna get a free Olga, then you're probably gonna get like a summer Olga. Then you're gonna get like a Santa Olga, right? Like I genuinely think they're gonna milk you dry, but it is what it is. But I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to make a welfare. Whether it's a 4-star or 5-star, we don't know, right? But we confirmed this right when one of my friends finished it at the very first time it came out. The location where the U piece is, right? The U piece location is specifically located in the welfare sector. You can clearly see that this is indicated as a welfare item. Right? So that's kind of the reason why I'm saying that each and individual time we're going to get 4 elements. And the 5th element is the welfare copy. I lost that you Olga. E Olga. She's not you Gandalf. She's E. But I got you what you mean. Only Musashi remaining? Wait, you didn't beat her? Damn, dude. Back to the drawing board. I used a Bazet. Brain Dead Go Burr. Right. So U piece, right? It specifically says U piece fire ? It says it wasn't like her to be silent, but she was a very powerful opponent. Right? It is located exactly in the welfare aisle. Right next to the torches and Ordeal call shit. This could be a piece to unlock like a beast class or some dumb shit too. Who fucking knows, right? Like each fragmented piece will represent a class opening possibilities or whatever. If we're gonna get this 4 times, does that mean we have to do it 3 more times? Yep. They kind of already said it in the story. Low-key spoiler alert. They kind of said, yeah, you're gonna do this shit 3 more times. But the last one, even the creator won't be able to predict it, and it's on the difficulty of an impossible. It's probably gonna be like a fucking insanity raid or some shit like that, but who knows? It is what it is. At this point, it can be anything and everything, big boy. You know what I'm saying? Anything and everything. What is happening to these transcription, dude? Transcription be acting up. I don't like it. Not like this, chat. Not like this. They're cooking. They currently are cooking. 3 battles that'll make me lose my mind. Oh yeah, 100%, right? They even said the one that you've faced is just very impactful, right? It's just very impactful. The next one that you're going to encounter is going to be methodical. It's gonna be worse than this. It's gonna be worse than that. So prepare yourself. The next one, I believe, oh shit, I forgot what it said. It'll break your mannerism. So any like mannerism that you have, like, you know, doing mighty chain, trying to get arch chain, trying to get stars, trying to like avoid damage or some dumb shit like that, it will counter, if not like it'll overturn, right? Like it'll flip you over the table. So like you don't want to protect, you want to go on the offense. Your offense is your best defense, or your best defense is your best offense, you know? Your mannerism will be destroyed on the 3rd one. And then the 4th one, it says even the creator will not know what's going to happen to its unpredictability. Because I can almost tell you the 4th one's just probably going to be the rerun of ORT. It's just going to be a fucking rerun of ORT in the most insane way. Like it's ORT cracked. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can replay. This quest is repeatable, but Bond, EXP, Battle, they're all not available. You still want to go? Oh, interesting. So yeah, you can replay this, and the due date is in 15 days. So you can repeat this for 15 days, which is kind of PogChamp. So you can't get any more rewards because it's a one-time reward thing, but you can replay it during this festivities. I don't know why it's 15 days. I'm assuming the reason why it's 15 days is because of the campaign. Oh, I don't know. It's just such a weird date, right? Because technically, the first part is permanent. Even though it's permanent, once you clear it, you have a limited time to challenge it again. Which is until the 27th, which is like, what the fuck, why? But it is what it is. At least you can retry the event, which is nice. It's a limited retry, but you can retry nonetheless, which is, I think, fantastic thing that they are doing. In my opinion, that is. Right? What is going on here? I don't get it. My transcript has gone off the rockers. Off the deep end, bro. Off the deep end, brother. What is happening? My fellow Americans, my transcript is broken. I don't get what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? I did it. I did it. I think I fixed it. Who knows? Maybe they'll add Ordeal Call 2 in 15 days. Nope. I can almost tell you we're not going to get Ordeal Call 2 until next year. If it's not next year, end of the year. Because we just had Ordeal Call 1, right? They're cooking, yes, but they're not cooking that fast. You gotta understand, they're struggling to exist as it is currently. So they do be struggling. Okay? They do be struggling, so I can almost tell you that if we ain't getting no Ordeal Call 2 anytime soon. I wish, but that's a copium that I cannot bypass. Right, because I think we've got Ordeal Call 2 in fucking June? Yeah, we got Ordeal Call in June. So the next one will probably be in December. If it's not in December, it'll be like early March. No, early February. No, early April. If it's not early January, it'll be early April. Are we getting a stream soon, or you're tripping? You are. You're getting a stream. You're getting a stream real soon there, big boy. You're getting a stream in 5 days. So, 5 days at September 16th, 8 p.m. my time, I will be live streaming FGO. Make sure you guys spread the word. Spread that shit on Twitter. Spread that shit on YouTube. Don't forget, I will be live translating this action here. Yo boy. It's your boy. Coming in hot here. Okay. Okay. I don't get it. I gotta fix this transition shit, dude. It's pissing me off. When are we getting a next Dragon Ball? The next Dragon Ball will probably be at Christmas-ish, I think. I genuinely do not think we're going to get a lot of this so often, right? Because we're gonna get more free quests and we're gonna get more challenge quests for Ordeal Call. That's been guaranteed by Mr. 2. He specifically says we'll get more, just be patient. So I think every time we get more, I think he's gonna add maybe like a side story. Because this is technically like a mini story into a side story, right? This is like a side. Technically, you could treat this as a side quest. Technically. Because you don't, I'm pretty sure you don't have to clear this in order to get to Ordeal Call 2. Hello there, man. So, I think in about 5 days we will learn more about it, my good friends. Whew. All right. I think I am done for today. Oh, shoot. KOFXV, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I was recording / streaming the battles, so I didn't get to say hello to you, but appreciate the follow, my good friend. I hope you enjoyed our little charade. Glad to see you again. Yep, I am kinda back-ish. So far, so good. I'm back for now, right? It's one of those things that I'm trying to stream again, right? It's been rough for these couple days, so... And then if you want to know more about it, it's on YouTube. So check out YouTube. The VOD is there for you to see. I'll exactly tell you what the fuck has been happening through me. And all the little charades that I had to deal with. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit more calmer. I'm hoping. But no promises. Hope you are doing well this whole time. Oh shit! I brought the wrong comp.
こういうこともできる。我がルーン甘いぞ。主よ、気合い入れてかかるぞ。そうか、わかりました。
Rip, I mean, it's not that bad.
無敵合体、マジセイバー。つばばばばーっといって、スパーッと決める。
Not the worst thing in the planet Earth. It's just gonna take a couple turns.
シャークアタックシーエンゼ古きルーンの私と煉獄の力がいい。ここは任せろ。わかります。ここは任せろ。
It's gonna be a while. I think like 10 turns, maybe? Not even. It'll just depends on how much crit I can land on in these last turns.
ポルタズコンビネーションベータアルファを知らんのだがフライハイシーエンゼ力足らずかフライハイ
Damn! Didn't get a buster card.
進捗いかがでしょう。主よ、気合い入れてかかるぞ。わかりました。
I had a buster card that would have been disgusting.
人をつなぐ。つないだこの手は離さない。絶剣無給一戦。
But that's a GG, boy. It is what it is.
終わりましたね。
I still 3-turned it. Not bad, not bad.
かき氷を食べましょう。いちごミルクで頼む。
Hey, say! Ichigo Miruku, please. Can I get a strawberry milk shaved ice, please? Thank you. God, would kill for some strawberry milk. See, the problem is, that I just had this shit in the wrong cup slot. Where is my girl? Baba boy. There it is. My girl Say. Say does the best work here. Doesn't matter what the enemy is, as long as it ain't a foreigner. Booty ass cheeks. Cheeks be beaten, boy!
古きルーンどれにしようかな。我がルーンもぐもぐ。
Oh, what the ball sack of steel? Oh, right. Yeah, the shitty part about Say is that she's 20%. That's the downfall of her. I would have rolled for Skiddy. I mean, wait, did you not roll on JP? You're not getting her till next year. So, you must be patient, boy. Say always with the Riz. Trying to Riz us up. In NA? Well, you gotta wait in NA for about a year. You must learn patience power. Once that happens, you can have the world to your desire. To your knees. Oh yeah, I forgot to attack up. Oh, my boy.
派手に決めちゃおうぜ。ババババ。What's up？
派手に決めちゃおうぜ。チャンス。
エモーショナルストリート。冴えない気分も染め上げる。天天版かな。ビビッタフルーツ先生。
Got that Millie. 1.5. Now that's a lot of damage. Luckily, I'm at a Storm Pods, chat. And that will be the conclusion of our stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm glad to see you all once again. Unfortunately, the time has come for me to go. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Twitter, and Discord action. You know how it is. Live stream is coming soon, so don't forget to hit that follow so you don't miss out on the FGO news. At the same time, my YouTube is going to be more active every stream. You're going to definitely see the past broadcast being posted on there every day now. Every stream I do, you're going to see a past broadcast there. So if you missed it, you might be able to check it out. Fragmented sections will also be there, right? Like, for instance, the challenge quest, the translation part. Those are going to be separated in tiny videos so you guys can read and, you know, don't have to watch 4 hours of shenanigans. It would help out if you do. But other than that, good night, Chatterino, Cappuccino, unless FGO gives us a new content. Tomorrow we're going to hit us with the NA, right? We're going to be hard treasure farming. And then afterwards, maybe perhaps a new game. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much. Till tomorrow. TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Is that copyright? I don't know. But thank you for coming, y'all. You are all amazing. Peace.